No cash bail, no ankle monitors. Democrat, progressive, liberal judges, that's what they do.
Yeah, yeah, yep. So here's what's up, man. Like someone deciding to live on the street does not make them in Georgia, this the state that Nathan and I guess he lives here. I don't know if he claims it, but in Georgia, there's a process, a 1013 process. You know, you get evaluated, and you can be held for I want to say you can be held for 3 days, and within that time period, you're supposed to get evaluated, and they're supposed to come to a determination. Um, this idea that like people can't be homeless like automatically, that means that they're crazy. That's just not the way the system works. California has thrown billions of dollars at the homeless problem, and they didn't make even a little bit of a dent into it. Money just they put a flamethrower to that money. um, I'm sure Nathan's well aware of the homeless population problem in most major cities, including the Atlanta metro area. This is an intractable problem. What's happened now is we've taken the responsibility away from individuals, and we try to put it on the government. We try to make the government the nanny state responsible for people's personal choices. Like the government is supposed to be a safety net. It's not supposed to be your family. My niece and nephew will never be homeless as long as I have breath in my body. We have a familial support system that's supposed to kick in way before the government. We have social structures of people that aren't related to us that are supposed to kick in way before the government. The government is supposed to be the last resort. People want to make the government the first resort. People want to make the government responsible for other people's bad decisions. We are coddling bad behavior. We are infantilizing people. We're saying that people can't make good choices. And because it's beyond their control, they should not be punished when they make bad choices. If there aren't consequences, people don't improve. If we support bad behavior, the behavior will continue to get progressively worse. We have to stop this.
Can you punish an autistic kid for breaking something? Say something expensive at a store, you punish them for that.
So Dirty, I wanted to let you, because I noticed you've been wanting to talk and you haven't been able to get in there. Do you let, if you got a submission more than a question, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I was just saying like, I don't think we can take the mental health off the table because as I'm looking at this video again, like dude was clearly, I can't even say he was high because it don't seem like no drug use. Man was out of his mind, like he's a nutcase. The man's family was pleading with the judge not to give him another bond for this shit right here because they scared of what he gonna do to them. So the family can't even handle him like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this dude really is a criminal. I think he's just a mental patient that is out of control. Like he ain't got no way to control this shit. So he probably should be in the institute rather than in prison, where he probably get killed back there doing some crazy shit.
This
half of the prison is.
this is interesting because I am reading about that now. I'll give the sister some grace. I'm assuming she's not saying this so she can help her brother out for an insanity claim of some sort or whatever. Because she is saying that, she is saying, don't let this guy walk again, please. Like, help us out. How do we get this solved? So I'm gonna assume that's correct. Joe, were you coming up, Mike, to mention that? Like, not everything can be associated with.
If you're a violent mental patient,
Yeah, so my understanding of the original concept of insanity would be like a crime of passion, in the sense a man comes home, he finds his wife in bed with another man.
Hey, if we could hold off on the questions, I've been asking 5 times to get in the queue. Maybe I could get a little signification. Hello? Please put me in the queue, moderators, and then you can mute up. Hello?
To answer your question, I don't know you just brothers, so we'll go on to Ed.
Okay, I just want to say something. So he avoided prison time and his sexual assault case after completing a home-based rehabilitation plan under youthful offender status. So do you agree with plans like that for people where they can go in and complete like courses and avoid their case and prison time just by completing a course?
I don't know. I guess it would be on a case-by-case basis.
Okay,
We'll go to
check out the Jesse Butler case. I know he's your same
Put the link in the chat. Nobody's going to Google that for you.
Seems like what about it is Othello?
No, I just know that you bring out certain cases to push certain agendas. So, just real quick, back to what I was mentioning a few minutes ago, and kind of how Joe has said that we just got to call out the truth on these things at some point because it's getting people killed or hurt. You know what I mean? So this man's sister is asking the public to please and put him behind into the crazy house at this point. You know what I mean? Like she's asking for that. Why is the society accommodating that?
Because he's a violent mental health patient. I know that's what prison is for. That's where the violent people have to go. Because they can't be housed in minimum prison facilities. You have to put violent people in prison.
Hold on, Evan. One mic on Matt, then it'll come to me, and then we'll go.
Exactly. So, you know where I'm going with this, and I said this in my view, is that we need to bring back these institutions to house individuals who are dangerous, or at least prevent them from being dangerous in that way. Because obviously, the prison system is built to just for this particular kind of case to remove them. In that sense, you know what I mean? We gave a separate discussion there, and that's working out or what have you. But my point being is, how come the mental institution part is like I'm tiptoeing around it? We just got to be honest. We got to bring this stuff back. We got to put these people in there to get them some help. And I just feel like we can't have that discussion. That's where I was going with that. But carry on, yeah. Go ahead, Book.
A fellow made a snide comment about, I have some sort of agenda or something related to complexion of skin. Really, the reason I introduced this story is in his own video. He's saying, you voted for Donald Trump. Did you vote for Donald Trump? I think it's very appropriate for the President Trump room when we have a man out there chasing down women, specifically many of them white women, accusing them of potentially voting for Donald Trump and polar bear hunting. That's what it's called, Othello. That's the terminology.
And again, Phil, if you want to be whataboutism or things of that nature, I mean, what if this was a white, man chasing a black woman regarding Obama? Well, I would just ask Joe, has he ever presented any case? It's wrong all around. Has he ever presented any case involving a white man where the white woman?
Now you're personalizing this and deflecting from the topic that I introduced.
No, I'm just asking. It's just a general question. Have you?
Look, now I don't have data on everything over the last 6 years that I've introduced as a topic, and how many of them. I have introduced topics about Joe Biden, also Hunter Biden and his pedophilia over the years. So yes, I mean if that's just about Othello, if it's just about race to you, yes, I've introduced stories about white men.
So a Democrat or a black?
Hi, this is John Kitover, aka Book. Othello keeps asking questions. It was said that I was going to be next after Dr. and Joe. I'm ready. The 14th Amendment, ladies and gentlemen, is being misapplied to the criminals, not the victims. I put it in the chat. Our judges, our congresspeople, our senators have to follow procedural law, and they're not. They are claiming DEI, CRT, restorative justice. This is all they talk about. They have lectures, they have seminars, they have meetings to talk about it. And the future victims, the current victims from recidivist criminals who are released 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90 times, we are not following our laws or our Constitution because these ridiculous liberal progressive Democrat judges believe in structural white racism. They are out of their fucking minds. They should be voted out of office. In fact, state attorney generals should use marshals, Secret Service, local police, state police to arrest criminal, Democrat, pluralist, progressive, CRT, DEI, restorative justice judges. We cannot wait on this. Todd Blanche has been confirmed, and Donald Trump needs to start invading sanctuary cities and arresting Democrat, pluralist, liberal, progressive, CRT, DEI, restorative justice judges. They were releasing violent criminals, killing Americans at scale. That young woman in Chicago who was lit on fire on the train, that guy was arrested 75 times, and he'll probably be on the street again after lighting a young woman on fire. I don't care if you're pink. I don't care if you're fucking purple. No one gives a fuck about your melatonin. Stop committing crimes, because if you do not, we're going to take this country fascistic. We're going to become a military democracy. We are going to open up prison camps and rid ourselves of the scourge of African American domestic terrorists killing our people. That's where we are at. I am complete.
Wait, what about Chad? See how they ignore Chad Williams, who just shot up a bunch of people at In-N-Out? They're quiet, right?
Let me just say this.
Shit like that, I don't even pay no mind.
Yeah, that last part was mild.
That was the family cookout.
So clearly Othello's gotten defensive regarding the topic I proposed. It's just this topic. We don't have to do whataboutism and say, hey, equal time. Let's go ahead and put a white man and talk about his evilness equally in the same amount of time that we talk about a black man. Othello, it wasn't even about that. It was about politics, that this man was chasing down white women, accusing them of voting for Donald Trump, and then punching them and assaulting them. And he recorded it and posted it on his own social media.
Well, he just said African American domestic
You know,
and not American.
You get a part where he said somebody R-word son. That's what he would, like, his last word.
But the crazy thing about these
Are we supposed to have are we supposed to have equal time when we post up a topic and say, well, look, I mean, we spent all night long talking about, our black folks, can black folks be racist, right? I think we get plenty of equal time, Othello. And I'm kind of like disturbed that you're so concerned of if I've ever put up a white man in a story about a white man. Yes, I have. I mean, clearly I have. But you have to then backtrack on it and say, well, a white man or a Democrat. I mean, what's the next goalposting you're going to do on this story?
Why didn't you speak about Chad Williams, who just shot up a bunch of people at In-N-Out?
Say about Chad Williams.
We're talking about one story I just proposed. It happened in a
Oh,
novel state. Othello, we're welcome to talk about another topic once this topic has concluded, but we're still on this segment. So stay on this.
Once they brought up Chad Williams, you guys started talking about pharmaceuticals. You guys started talking about mental health.
Right. That video was crazy. What it was to do with the cowboy, like they took him out.
Book made a good point. Hold on, what's more important is this. Sanctuary cities, most of these cities are in black cities. Where a lot of black people live in. So when we talking about that shit needs to fucking end. Google search what a fucking sanctuary city is. An immigrant who comes here, commit violent crimes in black neighborhoods, rape, murder, drugs, cartels, and you want these fucking individuals not to be deported? Guess what? When they come out of jail, they don't turn them over to ICE for them to get deported in our black cities. What the fuck? You don't remember LA? Well, all that shit was happening. I'm in Atlanta, all the fentanyl, they just locked up 1,200 illegals here in my state, in Atlanta, right? 50% of those were against criminals. DUI, murder, assault, battery, domestic violence, rape, pedophilia. What? Why the fuck? If you're a black person in America, you're a black American, you should be 100% against sanctuary cities. 100%. And guess what, too? I don't get, before this guy hurt that white woman, they was hurting black woman before he hurt the white woman. He was violating us, black community, all them 75 different times. That was acts against the black community. That last one was against a white person, but all the other ones were against black people. Like, I want these motherfuckers going too. And I got my car stolen. It was a rental car, thank God. The fuck, bro? When you get your shit violated, you're not gonna like that shit. And these are, yes, we won't. I don't want sanctuary cities. The Democrats did a devious, devilish job in actually implementing sanctuary cities in mostly black neighborhoods and where black people live at. This shit is crazy. I want these people up out of here. I want nobody who have a track record of 75 crimes against us should be out of here still walking their way. No, I want order. And I want to protect my people against the same motherfucker. Why would we want this idiot to commit 74 crimes against us and still walk away? What fucking judge will allow this psychopath maniac to commit 74 crimes against the citizens of their community? Send that motherfucker to Alaska somewhere. Put that motherfucker in a cold place in Alaska to have him working. I hope you get frostbitten in his feet. This shit is crazy, bro.
Again, you make some good points, right? The challenge that we have, Nathan, is that sanctuary cities are introduced by the left, the Democratic Party, which, if you look at the statistics, what percentage of people of color do you think support the Democratic left? So, for some crazy reason, we say, this is what blacks say, that they're conservative, but they look at all these issues that's going on within these cities, and no one is pushing back. The leadership of the Black Caucus is not pushing back. Have you heard any blacks talk about sanctuary cities at all? Okay, and the person that's hurt the most, again, Nathan, what you talked about earlier about the border, who's hurt the most? Young blacks. They don't get the opportunities that they would normally get, because a lot of these companies in America are paying under the table to these illegals. Okay, so everything you're saying is true. I'm going to say it again. We do not have the will to go against the grievances of the United States.
Edward, this is why Donald Trump in his second term needs to send the U.S. Army National Guard into the top 10 sanctuary cities in America and root out this cancer in our society. This is a video game, ladies and gentlemen, and when you play a video game, you play it to win. You build your perimeter, you set up your cannons, you infiltrate your enemy, you wipe out their walls, you take it over. We have been taken over. This is illegal. This is against the law. This is against our history. This is against our future. And if Donald Trump doesn't send in the Army National Guard, we are suckers. We are the patsies at the table, just like Warren Buffett said. If you don't know who the patsy is within the first few minutes, that's you, motherfucker. And every one of you on this app, even if you are a liberal, progressive moron, faggot retard, you are also being run over by a fucking train. These are illegal invaders. And if this was Gaul and ancient Germany and ancient Rome, these criminals would be rooted out using the military. That's exactly what America needs to do. We have a proud American military that follows ethics and laws, and our military can solve our problems. Don't worry about the pussy comitatus. Video games change, reality changes. If we live our lives by what faggot retards like Othello tell us to think, we are doomed. We are doomed for failure. Our future is meaningless. Our entire existence is meaningless listening to faggot retards. Do not believe liberal, progressive, Democrat faggot retards. These dumb motherfuckers want to see you ruined. They don't care about your past. They don't care about your future. I am complete, and I rest my case. I've landed my plane. Feel free to pick it up and ask any questions you got. I know everybody here got grievances. Go ahead and ask it. Let me hear you ask your questions.
Hold on. Hold on, Othello. Listen. Instead of talking about what it sounds like, could you or Dirty actually talk about the point that?
Yes, I can. Can I go ahead?
Go ahead, please.
He's talking about sanctuary cities. Well, I want to ask a question. Just give me a yes or no. Anybody? Is New York City a sanctuary city?
Holy fuck, it's a yes, you fucking moron. Do you know who Mamdani is, you dumb motherfucker?
Shut up and watch. Okay. New York City is a sanctuary city. Is homicide down to a historic low, 27%?
Oh yeah, and they're labeling all the black criminals white in prison. We believe the stats, Othello. Sure, okay. Historic low. Let me show you the last 10 murders in your historic low.
Yeah, either going to make points or we can have dialogue, and when we have dialogue, we get to talk about what we want. No, listen. If you want no, it's not a yes or no. If you want dialogue, look, it's a trend all across America. Since Donald Trump has gotten in office, the murder rate nationally is down. Nationally. This is due to the policies of Donald Trump getting in office. However, prior to Donald, look, bro, you need to be a good actor, okay?
Yeah, just stop asking questions, Othello.
Seem like you're being a bad actor right now. You're an intelligent guy. Why can't we just have dialogue? We're just here.
I just want to know, what was this policy in New York City? You're taking my mic time. Go ahead.
If you want dialogue, have dialogue. Go ahead and give your point.
Okay.
Rather than this yes or no question for
New York City is a sanctuary city. Since Mamdani has come into office, homicides have gone down to a historic low, 27%. This is a democratic socialist. Few things that he did. He kept the same police commissioner, right? But he started neighborhood programs addressing mental health, the same things we're talking about. He put money into the neighborhoods so that they can continue the after-school programs, where Cuomo wanted to take them away, right? So he instituted these democratic socialist policies into New York City, and now crime is down to a historic low, directly speaking against what this acid, ungrounded, untethered John Kitover was just talking about, sending our military to kill people like this is Nazi Germany or like we're Israel or some shit like this. All it took was a democratic socialist to get into office, implement his policies, and now homicides are down to a 27% low, historic low. So that speaks directly to the point that he made. Go ahead. I just got back. Are we talking about whether Ryan is down or what's the story on this one? Yeah, homicide's down 27%.
Yeah, I don't know. Othello had a one-off shoot that Mamdani has lowered homicide rates in New York City due to his policies, and somehow we got here, and it didn't really garner any response. But that's great. That's great.
You can't respond.
Well, I mean, is it due to underreporting? Because we do know that there is. I'm just curious.
How do you underreport a homicide?
Many cities have been accused. I'm just curious if there's underreporting due to this.
So the police are underreporting homicides in New York City?
I'm curious how the hell you know Mamdani hasn't even been in office that long. So, like, how could you know that his policies are lowering?
It's new. It's front page news. Go Google it. Go look at homicides under Mamdani's leadership.
Yeah, it takes time to come to the conclusion you brought to the room, so maybe we'll wait a year or two.
Yeah, as if Mamdani does anything.
Let me ask you, was homicide already coming down?
Where? New York City?
That's
I believe so, but what do I know?
Yeah, it's been coming down since Donald Trump has, all across the nation, it's been coming down.
That's like 2019.
No, since Donald Trump got in.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Liliana. This is your 1 o'clock Uber check-in. Call or text me back. Bye.
And we were talking about that.
That's a problem.
You said 2021 when I looked it up after COVID because it was.
Yeah, we don't believe he did anything, but we're gonna give it to you so we could move on.
Of course you don't, because you didn't look at the actual policy there.
Because he's only been in, how long has he been in charge, dude? This is so dumb.
It's been over.
Saying like it was pretty
Can't
accurate.
get data on something that's so fucking short, bro. It's like it's hard to get reliable data on something like that.
Well, hold on. I got another question.
Yeah, and why are you disputing a win? We're letting you have it.
I
Just
got
move
another
on.
question. If people spend 5 years on Clubhouse asking questions but never take any action, aren't they part of the problem? Isn't that the real structural white racism, which is laziness, lack of action? Hello?
You want to in the IDF. When all you need is policies addressing mental health, right? After school policies, talking about
Policies addressing mental health. You got guys sucker punching in the street. That's not mental health. That's criminal psychotic behavior. You can't fix that. That requires a fucking prison cell and a prison guard. He's lucky we don't execute him. He's lucky we don't blow his fucking brains out and bury him in the fucking shallow dirt where he belongs. There's no mental health problem. We need to put these fuckers in prison at scale. No releasing them 70 times with restorative justice judges. Go ahead, JB. My favorite campaign contributor. Thank you, Joby. Go ahead, darling.
Damn, you guys are crazy. Do you want socialism?
if it brings crime down to historic lows, I'll look at it.
Yeah, well, let's ship those that want it to a socialist country for a year. I'll wait.
You can try.
Why waste any time? Let's ship them to a communist country and just tell them what it turns into. We'll show them.
You can try to ship me somewhere.
Nobody wants to ship you anywhere, Othello. Actually, what we want for you is to be happy and productive. But being on Clubhouse for 5 years asking questions, that's not productive. That's wasting time.
I'm as Irish as they get, and America's run by Irish people.
Just reading up, just reading up more about the current statistics from New York City. There is a caveat to it. It does say they are preliminary and they are subject to revision. So they're not finalized numbers on this.
Listen, arguing about whether we're at a historic low, it's irrelevant because I follow the news. Oh, sorry, the Irish run the world. Go ahead, Joby.
When you say they, who do you mean? Thank you.
When I say they, I mean the Irish. We all know the Irish secretly run the world. What I'm trying to say is I follow the news. And so when loser retards tell us that crime is at historic lows, it's simply not true. I follow the news. I see the murders on the trains by the hundreds over the years. Mass shootings on the trains. Trains are not homeless shelters for African Americans. Trains are meant for people to go to work at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m., get home from work at 5 p.m. on the train. Trains are not homeless shelters in sanctuary cities, but liberal progressive Democrat mayors seem to think housing thousands of homeless people, criminals, mentally ill, deranged, pooping, peeing on the train, smoking cigarettes nonstop. You can't run a city that way. People can't get to work. Soon people stop taking the train. Then the train needs a bailout from the state, and the state needs a bailout from the federal government. The federal government needs a bailout from the Federal Reserve. We are living in a society that allows recklessness, a society that tolerates homicide. This weekend, 25 people murdered in the streets of Chicago with guns. If we had any will, if we had any objective ethics, we would shut the fucking system down. We shut it down for Big Pharma in 2020, but we don't shut it down for the gun violence that is an industrial gun violence where we got 30,000 gangs in the streets of Chicago murdering each other every single weekend over social media and territory beefs. What we need to do is deploy the U.S. Army National Guard into the city of Chicago, into Los Angeles, into Miami, into Dallas, into Austin, into New York, into Minneapolis, into every major sanctuary city in America. We need 250,000 U.S. soldiers to rush the cities, remove the illegal alien invaders, and stamp out the criminal domestic terrorists known as African Americans who are recidivist criminals, raping and murdering and running our streets in every major sanctuary city, now competing with international criminal gangs. Don't listen to these faggot retards on this stage. Turn the app off, read a book, go to the gym. Be strong. Don't let these energy vampires ruin your day. If you listen to these faggot retards, you've got no past, you've got no future. You don't even have a present now. I rest my case. I am complete.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You can't dispute it. Talk about it.
Dirty. One of the things that I always like is talking about people's points. Okay, not trying to criticize the individual. We do know, and I'm gonna go with Othello. We do know that Chicago, Baltimore, Atlanta, California has a problem. The Philadelphia have a problem. Yeah, have a problem with crime. Okay, we all know this. Okay, so for us to get up here and saying that it's not an issue, we know that. And I like to ask everybody this question. The word sanctuary normally means something other than what we call it. Okay, if I have a sanctuary city and I'm actually housing illegals, does that make it sacred? Anybody can answer this question. I'm waiting. Does it make it sacred?
Say it again.
Okay. We say there's sanctuary cities like New York and California, different places, Chicago. Isn't sanctuary supposed to be sacred?
Yes.
Okay. So then why then we would call something sanctuary city? Don't you guys see that it's oxymoronic to call something sanctuary when we all know that they're housing illegal people? Look what happened during the lockdown. All of the borders open, okay? Something's happening. We all seen this. They were feeding, putting people in 5-star hotels, giving them cars with $8,000, $9,000 on them, okay? Why are we being disingenuous to a country that we all know that the local leadership, I'm talking the local leadership of our states, all the way to the governor, are running the U.S. economy into the ground? And I'll land on this. You guys talking about the murder rate in New York is down. I ask you, how many people, productive individuals who lived in New York, decided to leave and take their money outside of New York? How many people have exited New York and California? Please someone give us that number.
It's a good question. But I mean, I think it'd be better to give your own data because I gave my data about the 27%. Personally, I just think it's better to give your own data so we can further the comment. I like where you're going.
Fella, there's one of the things I've learned. Facts don't care about our feelings, right? That's another thing. We've had a conversation all day, overnight, everything about, can blacks be racist and stuff like that. And I always ask the question, did anything contribute to people's just behavior, no matter what ethnic group they are? not an occupied state, guys. It's the actual only republic in the whole Middle East. If you guys understand what republic means, we are a republic. Okay, the only one in the whole Middle East. So we keep talking about the IDF and all this other stuff as if though they're going to take advantage of their people. So I don't know why we believe this. Freedom isn't free. It is take off.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Brandy, it's John. Just checking in. Hope you're having a lovely afternoon. Just let me know if you want to do brunch or dinner. I'd love to meet you today. And talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't have to be concerned about illegals who have crossed the border illegally. They did not come here. They come through the point of interest.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Hi Emma, it's John. Are we getting brunch today? Try to get a Google Voice number. It doesn't let me get one. It's so annoying.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey Emma, it's John. Hope you're having a lovely afternoon. I was just calling to see if you're free for brunch or dinner. And talk to you soon. Bye.
We pick up people in every community. And most of the perpetrators of these crimes are people that look like you.
Did you just say Goyim cattle? Or what does that have to do with breaking the law and being good or evil? I didn't know Goyim cattle was a descriptor or a category. What is a Goyim cattle, Dr. Othello? Go ahead, Blade. Tell us what Goyim cattle is, you energy vampire. You're just an energy vampire, Othello. You make no points. Go ahead and ask another question.
Thank God you didn't win any. Thank God you didn't win mayor of Chicago.
No, I don't think, I just want to make sure. I don't think Book said go into American cities and kill them. That's not what I heard him communicate. I believe he talked about ordering the rule of law, okay? Just to make sure, because right now, the current police department in these major cities are not handling the crime. Way too many guns on the street. And you know what? I tell people all the time, when you gun laws you pass, you're still going to have criminal elements who get guns. Okay? And this is what the left continue to promote. And when you get a chance, Othello, I like for you to give us, the people here in Trump House, your definition of a democratic socialism based on our founding documents.
Listen, the truth is, everyone here is wasting their time, and they are fools for even speaking. Because a fool will often speak and then fool you with his tomfoolery. And that's what restorative justice, CRT, DEI, structural white racism is. It's for fools projecting their foolishness onto people who believe the foolishness, then they become fools. It's all cut. It's all black and white. It's in the law books. We don't follow process. We don't follow procedure. We make special accommodations at the judicial through the judicial legal industrial complex. It's really become part of a business, a cycle of debt creation, paying law firms in sanctuary cities hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Oh, I got another call. Hold on. It's President Trump. He's calling me. Please hold.
Well, and Mr. Edward.
Hi, Liliana.
Hi, I'm sorry. I had to take a long shower and I'm just shaking a bit. But yeah, I'm sorry. I had to like cook and eat, and then I had to feed Gary prepare his little meal preps.
Okay, no
And
worries.
then I just got a shower. I'm just getting ready right now, actually. So
Okay, darling.
it should be quick. So I'm wearing a dress today. It's any blue, so yeah.
You're gonna bring the Victoria's Secret, right?
No.
Oh, baby. All right. Well, before you put that dress on, will you take a photo for me of you?
Wait, what?
Will you told me you were gonna take a photo of yourself and what I bought you.
I don't remember saying that. I don't recall it.
Yeah, that's what you said. Because I said I'm not gonna buy you new stuff until you wear the new stuff, and then
You don't have to buy any stuff.
what?
I can just get it myself. It's okay.
My darling, you got me turned on. I'm sorry. I can't wait to see you, my darling. All right, my darling. Well, let me know when you're ready, and I'll send you the Uber.
How about this? We can get some Victoria's Secret stuff, and I can try them on and give you a little fashion show.
Baby, it's got to be before we go.
No.
Don't you know the saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
No, I don't know about that one.
Shame
Sounds
on
like a
me.
millennial thing. I don't know what that is.
Listen, millennial things can be good things. You got to be open to new ideas.
I am open to new ideas.
Creative intelligence.
I have creative intelligence.
I know, but I want to help. I want you to
You
help
don't have
me.
to help.
I
I inspire myself, and I look into others for inspiration, but other than that, you just...
My darling, I just have
Darling.
I have an artistic vision, and I would
I
love
know
it.
you're autistic.
No, artistic, not
Oh.
autistic.
Yeah, autistic.
So wait, you already ate, so we're not doing brunch now?
I don't know, I ate a light snack today. I didn't really eat. I wasn't super hungry right now.
Oh. Okay, well, I mean, I'm down to hang out with you, and
Actually, let's get frozen yogurt.
what about gelato?
Gelato. What's up with you and gelato?
Because I know the owner of a local gelato store. His name is Anando. He's Italian, and he would love to give us his amazing gelato.
Is he married?
He's married, yeah.
Okay.
Why? What does that matter? You're interested in Anando already? How'd you know he was handsome?
He's not like you are.
No, but my mother, when she met him, she was like, oh, that man is so handsome. I want to go back tomorrow to see him again.
Guessing he's old.
Yeah, he's an older gentleman.
Yeah, because if your mom was saying he's handsome from back in the day, and now he's old.
He goes to the gym.
And especially if it's your mom too, and you're this age right now. Yes, he's definitely old. Probably like 80, right?
No, darling, he's probably like 50.
Shit, really? But you're like 40. Has to be more than 50.
He goes to the gym. He works out, and he makes great gelato.
Gelato. I just like that.
Because it's a Chicago Italian thing. We say gelato.
No, it's just an Italian thing.
It's
You're
true.
Italian?
It's true. You're a real Chicagoan.
Me?
I'm not Italian, no.
No, I used to sound like I'm from New York. But I don't I just sound like a Cali girl.
You do kind of sound like a Valley girl from Cali.
Yeah. But I'm just a suburban girl, that's all.
But you grew up in Inglewood.
No, I didn't.
What was the part of Chicago you're from?
I don't really remember growing up in the hood, really. I do know I did, like, grew up around, like, bad areas and stuff like that, but my family quickly moved to the burbs.
Smart daddy.
As he should be.
Well, clearly you're a beautiful, intelligent woman who respects intelligence, sophistication, aesthetic.
Aesthetic. You're such a one notebook.
Well, you've got great aesthetic, and I appreciate great aesthetic.
Oh, really? I like that too.
Oh, you know what we can do
I
is...
guess I can wear the panties or whatever.
Oh, baby, thank you.
I can wear the blue on my ass.
Ooh. See, now you're making daddy happy.
Oh my god. Seriously.
So there's this museum near my place. It's like called the Big Ball Museum, where they have like, it's just like a huge ball exhibit. Have you heard of it?
Mm.
But I think you would really enjoy that today, and it's only like...
Hold on.
I love that story.
No, you crazy person. You're not supposed to love that.
I actually couldn't hear you that well because you had the air conditioning blasting.
Oh my god, I'm so painful. What is this? You're too sad. I forgot they're very sexy. Oh my lord. This is crazy. This is supposed to go in the front and this is only one. That is some crazy shit. Literally at this point I asked it out at this point. Oh lord. Okay, I'll come back in like 5 minutes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And then you take away from things like our roads, like our infrastructure, like Social Security, like, you know what I mean? So,
Edward, the system's totally broke. We spent 7 trillion, taking 5 trillion, we're 200 trillion in debt. There's nothing left. We just keep borrowing to fund current operations. Hello?
okay, this is my last thing. Okay, so one of his policies is to tax the second homes of millionaires and billionaires. So if that home is worth...
That's called theft. In socialism, communism, that's called theft.
Hold on. The taxes from those second homes that are worth $5 million or more, right, will pay for, I guess, whatever he wants to put that money in. So that's one of his policies.
What's amazing is Mamdani's been able to, at least preliminary numbers are being reported, done this in the face of loss of officers. 900 officers, about 5% of the police force is actually down. Police officers are leaving. And to then report these numbers, it's very surprising to some degree that you can slim your police force down and then also increase